We have reached the final chapter, and this is the moment to widen the lens. So far, we have talked about sleep as a matter of the mind, memory, mood, clarity. But sleep is not only about the head. It is about the whole body, from the cells that fight off illness to the heart that beats through the night. And the frontiers that science is exploring today are among the most surprising parts of this entire story, the kind that make you look at your own pillow with new eyes. Let's begin with the body's defenses. Have you ever noticed that after a few rough nights you tend to get sick more easily? It isn't just a feeling, and it isn't your imagination. Sleep and the immune system are tightly bound together. While you sleep, your body produces and organizes many of its defensive cells, quietly preparing the army that keeps you healthy. In experiments, people who were kept to only a few hours of sleep and then deliberately exposed to the cold virus fell ill far more often than those who had slept enough. And there's more. After a vaccination, people who sleep well in the following nights build a stronger, more lasting protection. Sleep is, quite literally, a part of your immune system. Then there is the link with weight and metabolism, and it's one that changes daily life in ways most people never suspect. When you sleep too little, two hunger hormones go haywire. The one that tells you I'm hungry climbs, and the one that tells you I'm full drops. The result is that the day after a short night you feel hungrier, and above all you crave fatty, sugary foods, the very things you swore you'd avoid. This isn't a lack of willpower, it's chemistry working against you. That is why sleeping too little over time makes weight harder to manage and raises the risk of diabetes. Sometimes the first thing to fix in a diet isn't the plate in front of you, it's the pillow under your head. The heart, in the same way, needs the night. During deep sleep, your blood pressure falls and your heart finally gets to rest, easing off after a long day of work. People who are chronically short on sleep, or who have untreated apnea, keep their cardiovascular system under strain night after night, and over the long run that strain takes a real toll. To care for your sleep in many cases is to care for your heart as well, even if you never thought of the two as connected. And then there's performance. Here is a fact that should be pinned up in every office and every locker room. Staying awake for a long stretch dulls the mind as much as drinking alcohol does. After many hours without sleep, your reaction times and your decisions get worse, just as though you'd been hitting the bottle. That is why drowsy driving is as dangerous as drunk driving, and why athletes who sleep more recover better, last longer, and get injured less. Sleep is not the opposite of performance, it is the very foundation of it. The hours you spend resting are the hours that let you give your best when it counts. Finally, the frontiers, the part that sets the imagination going. For years, scientists have been studying lucid dreams, those dreams in which the person realizes they are dreaming and, in some cases, can even steer them like a story they are writing. This isn't fantasy. In the laboratory, researchers have actually managed to communicate with people while they were dreaming, through small eye movements agreed upon beforehand. And there are real efforts to use lucid dreaming to help people who suffer from recurring nightmares, teaching them to change the ending of the dream. Scientists are studying devices that measure sleep from the wrist, artificial intelligences that read its waves better than a trained technician can, and even ways to gently stimulate the brain to strengthen the slow waves, the ones that handle the cleaning and the memory work. Sleep medicine, which barely existed 50 years ago, is today one of the most alive and fast-moving frontiers there is. And so we come back to the beginning. We had started by saying that for 2,000 years we believed sleep was simply switching off, a small daily death, an empty pause. We have discovered that it is the opposite, an intense, orderly activity that repairs the mind, consolidates memories, washes the brain, defends the body, regulates hunger, and protects the heart. It is the hidden factory of your health, working in the dark while you lie still. If you carry away a single thing from this whole journey, let it be this: sleep is not the time you take away from life. It is the time that makes everything else possible. Treat it with the respect it deserves, give it the hours and the calm it asks for, and it will give you back days, health, and years. Sleep well, and thank you for listening all the way to here.